Hey guys, Sanjam here. This is going to be a video response to both Wizard Comics top influential comic book writers and also blows himself up dudes video on in response to Wizard's article. So these are my top influential writers. Not in the, and it's not a top 10 list because I couldn't find another one, but definitely influential writers in comic books. So let's get started with the first one, and that is Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns is a incredibly influential writer. Not only that, everything that he touches turns to gold, but he also makes very sort of bottom, B tier type of characters into more what they should be. Forefront characters now. Green Lantern, who's basically on top of the not Marvel, but DC universe right now. Flash is also becoming very mainstream now, who's becoming very popular. But the reason why he's the first one, in my opinion, is that he raises a question in Blackest Night, which I think is a very relevant question. Why do comic characters that die don't stay dead? Why are they always brought back? Why isn't there a consequence for it? And I think that's what set, to me, in my opinion, set that over the top, is that he questioned the way comic books are written nowadays. The sort of cheapenized the deaths of these characters, and he asked the question, why are they brought back, and why are they brought back so soon? I think that's a great question to be raised in the comic book industry, because it happens all the time. Granted, is comic books are like soap operas, but it does raise a relevant question as to why they are brought back, and I hope he continues with questions like that. Next writer up is Brian Michael Bendis. I agree with blows himself up dude, in the fact that he is the architect of the Marvel Universe right now. He is basically directing everything that goes going on right now. With Dark Reign, Avengers Disassembled, way back when. The Ultimate books that he did for Ultimate Spider-Man were top notch, and he's done a great job. He's basically the man at Marvel right now. If he were editor in chief, this is the way the Marvel would run, and I think he would run it very well. Also, Bendis just has this very uniqueness in his writing style, where he just makes the characters sort of less, less like a typical comic book, and more like an actual like TV show, where there's just a little bit more depth than you would see in a movie, a little more thought into the characters, as far as your typical comic goes, and that's probably one of the reasons why he's such a big shot at Marvel right now, is that he can do that. He can make big events, but yet keep the characters in check, and not get so big headed. The next writer up is Mark Millar, who basically established the Ultimate Universe in the Marvel Universe. He set up the Ultimates. Very good stuff in the Ultimates. It goes without saying that he did a great job in establishing and setting up that universe there. He made the Ultimates basically an HBO style comic book, in the basically a real life drama in a comic book, and everything he's touched is great. Civil War, although a lot of people don't agree with Civil War, a lot of people disagree with that. I thought it was great because it just made such an impact. It made an impact, and it changed the Marvel Universe forever. So even though you don't like it, or you do like it, you can't deny it made an impact. Also, in my opinion, he wrote the greatest standalone story arc this year in Old Man Logan. I know people get tired of me hearing me talk about Old Man Logan, but it was just a great standalone story arc. It was awesome. I just can't say enough about it. But definitely, Mark Millar is one of the most influential comic writers in the industry right now and in the past decade. So the next comic writer up, who I think should have been a lot higher in the list, was Gail Simone. Now, granted, I don't read a lot of her work, but she is doing something with female characters that has not been seen ever. She's making female characters basically standalone. Basically making them spotlighting them into what they should. A lot of female characters should be in the mainstream. Top tier characters. Something to watch out for. And she's doing a great job in DC and changing the culture of how women comics should be viewed in the DC universe. And I hope she goes to Marvel for a while to show Marvel that there are female characters who deserve to have some spotlight and deserve to have universe changing events and stuff like that. I think that should be done, and she deserves a lot more credit. And I think given the chance, I think she will win a lot over a lot more people in the comic book industry as far as female characters go, and not just as far as female characters go, as far as how great writing should be. So yeah, Gail Simone definitely should be on the top list of anybody's list because, what she's doing right now is very, very influential and should go recognized. So that's it for this part. Make sure you stay tuned for the next part as I go through more writers.